It has been 2 months since the voters sealed the fate of Lori Lightfoot as a one-term mayor, a tough loss for Lightfoot, who had confidently predicted during the campaign that she would win a second term. Tonight she reflects on what went wrong as well as what she hopes will be her legacy.
How are you? Good. Good to see you too.
Mayor Lori Lightfoot winding down her term in office and in her only local TV interview publicly opening up about the election for the first time. Why do you think you lost the election?
Well, I think there were a variety of reasons. Again, I don't spend a lot of time looking in the rearview mirror.
Do you think there's anything you could have done differently that would have changed the outcome in February?
Yeah, 3,000 to 4,000 more votes across Black Chicago. That's the difference maker.
Lightfoot pointing to the pandemic, the murder of George Floyd, and the escalating violence that ensued as factors in her election loss.
There's a lot of anger, frustration, and fear that is present not only in Chicago but across our country, and the winds of dissension continue to blow at a furious pace. So for me, the biggest challenge wasn't some particular person's name on the ballot. The biggest challenge was breaking through what I call that anger bubble.
Lightfoot brushing off the notion that her reputation of having a combative leadership style turned voters off, and that if she had tried to come across as more likable, the election outcome may have been different.
It's a false narrative as far as I'm concerned. You can't get the kind of things done that we have gotten done through the most difficult circumstances without being able to build partnerships and coalitions. It wouldn't happen.
What do you hope you will be remembered for?
I don't have those kinds of hopes. What I hope is that the work that we have done in the, whether it's through the investments in youth, the investments in healthcare, affordable housing, public safety, mental health, public health, I hope that that work will stand the test of time through the lives of the people who have been most affected by it.
As for her successor, Lightfoot said it will be critical for Brandon Johnson to rise above the fray and not be beholden to any special interests, but she declined to discuss what they talked about in private.
I am a person who believes in preparation. I'm a person who believes in taking issues on head on. And so, not surprisingly, I came in with a long list and I ticked through each of those issues. But importantly, I've offered to him since that initial meeting and in subsequent conversation, I am here to help in any way that he would like. That offer doesn't expire on May 15th.
Lightfoot says she will leave the mayor's office with no regrets. What will you not miss about being mayor?
There's a long list. I hope that my hope is that the challenges that we've faced around our own personal safety will subside. I won't miss people threatening me and my wife and my child. That I definitely will not miss.
What will you miss the most?
I will miss the ability to have immediate impact on people's lives. That's the best part of the job.
Do you see yourself running for any higher office?
No, I don't see myself running again for any office.
Done with politics?
Politics is a part of everyday life, but I'm done with electoral politics for myself.
As for her future plans, Lightfoot says she's not going to disclose that until after she leaves office on May 15th, but she does plan to stay in Chicago, and she says she's looking forward to being a private citizen again.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.